Good morning. Are you on mute?
Yeah, good morning. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
It's too much noise in the background. I might mute it. Is that okay?
All right. Also, I wanted to let you know that all the classes are being recorded. So if you don't want and being sent to the Senior Services YouTube. So if you don't want your image to be broadcast all over the place, you can join without video. I will see your
Okay.
name to know that you're on. All right?
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I might do that. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Were you on earlier this morning?
Sonia, if I stop the video, it'll stop the whole thing, won't it?
No, I can. If you stop the video, you're supposed to go blank.
Okay, let me try. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. You're
Okay.
fine.
Okay,
Thank
good.
you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Good morning, everyone. Unmute yourself. I can't hear you.
Good morning. Hola.
Hola. I was telling Alika that the classes are being recorded, and we're now on the Senior Services YouTube channel. So if you don't want your video to come to join with video, that's fine. And then
I don't want what?
If you don't want to join with video by having your face, okay, we're on the YouTube channel, which means that the Senior Services YouTube, Fulton County YouTube channel means that, you know, your image is going to be out there. So if you don't want your image to be, you know, yourself to be identified as far as your video is concerned, you don't have to join with video. You can just join with audio. All right?
Oh, okay.
All right. So far I've
Thank
got.
you. Hola.
Yeah, so far I've got, okay. All right, so we've got a few minutes. So is there anything anyone wants to share with us? I'm going to start the class at 10:30. So as I said, so far I've got about 3 people on my call here. So aside from myself, I've got 3 people, so we're in attendance. How's everyone's week been?
Bien.
Bien, all right.
Yes, bien.
I don't know about you guys, but I put my heat on yesterday. I was cold.
I'm subject to do that today.
I don't like being cold. Yeah. What's the Spanish word for cold? Do we remember?
No, Hase is today.
No, I say frío.
That's
cold.
it. I say
frío.
I say Creole. Okay.
That's what it is. Did everyone get an email from me?
See?
Yeah.
Got the last 2 pages that we had?
See?
All right,
Yes.
let me let this person in. Buenos dias. All right, I've got a lot of people that are joining without the video, I see. How's everyone doing this morning? All right. So the attachments that I included I sent to everyone. Everyone's got it, and everyone understands that we're going to read over it today. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Buenos dias.
Bien.
I'm explaining to as people join. I'm going to do it again at the end of the class. As until I start the class, all our virtual classes are being recorded, and the recordings are being sent out, and they're uploaded to our YouTube channel. So if you don't want your image all over the place, because YouTube is open to everyone, that they can just go into YouTube and just go ahead and okay, I've got 2 more people that I let on. If you want if you don't want your image broadcast all over the place, Sharon, Sandra, you do not have to join with video, because our classes are being recorded. Let me repeat again. Our classes are being, maybe I better wait till everyone gets here.
So Sonia, the first few lectures that I missed, are they on YouTube? And then how do we get to it?
All right, the one that I remembered to record was the 15th of September. So what you would do, you go to Fulton County Senior Services Spanish for Beginners, and that should be out there. And the one that we did last week, well, the one for the 8th, the one we did last week, I did send it for it to be put on YouTube. All right. Let me repeat that for the people that joined us. When you come on the call, the calls are being recorded, and they're being put on the Fulton County Senior Services YouTube channel. So if you do not want your image to be available all over the place, you can join my class without the video. All right? I don't like how I look on video, but hey, if I could join the class too, I'd do that. So I just wanted to explain that to everyone, all right? I've got one more person that I admitted. It is now 10:32. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, we're rolling. It's like about what, 13 people on the line here? All right, I'm admitting more people. Does somebody want to sing a song for me or something?
Hola.
Las vocales en español, sí las sé. Las vocales en español, sí las sé. A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. Las vocales en español, sí las sé. How'd I do?
Very good. Very good. Yes.
Very good.
Very good.
Good morning. I'm sounding like a broken record, but since new people have joined me, I just want you guys to know that I have you guys, that's the way we talk. But anyhow, I want everyone to know that our classes are being recorded, and I send the recordings to be uploaded to the YouTube channel. And so if you don't want your image to be all over the place, you can join without your video. As long as you join and hear me with your, you hear me with the audio, that's fine. All right. And you can see me, and anything I have to screen share, I can share with you. But if you have a challenge with your image being, because, the YouTube channel is open to everyone all over the world. So if you don't want your image to be out there, you can join without the video. All right. All right. Let's begin. Hola.
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 So everyone at least remembers how to do that, right? ¿Cómo están? ¿Cómo están ustedes?
Muy
Bien.
Muy
bien.
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 Gracias.
Gracias.
Yes.
¿Y
Bien,
usted?
bien. All right.
Bien.
So what I'm going to do this week, I'm going to be doing going over the alphabet. How many of us have more or less mastered our alphabet?
Don't.
Okay.
Nobody's mastered the alphabet.
Uh-huh.
You didn't take that elephant in the room and eat it one bite at a time. You know, you did 7 of this and 7 this couple of days, and when you mastered that, you did 7 more. And by now you should know the alphabet. The alphabet is very important because in any language, even sign language, you've got to know what A, B, C is, because if you're using if you're spelling something in sign language, you've got to know what A is. You got to know what B is. My name is Sonia. I need to know how to spell Sonia. So, no matter what language you're learning, you have to know your alphabet and you have to know your vowels. Now, it's one thing about the Spanish vowels. We are just A-E-I-O-U remains A-E-I-O-U. Whereas in English, you have a long A and a short A. You have different things. There are words in Spanish that sometimes some of the words that you have in Spanish might mean something more. Like the word yes, when you have S-I with the accent over the I, it means yes. But when you have S-I just with no accent, it means if. So you need to know that. There are only a few words in as opposed to English where we have words that sound alike all the time. So you just need to know your alphabet and your vowels. So do we understand what the vowels are?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you got the sheet with the vowels from me the other day, and what I asked everyone to do was to find the C and the G on the phonics page, and where you have the K, the C, the CA, it becomes ka right next to it. All right. CE is se, S-E-H. CI is C, S-E-E, C. CO is co. And CU is ku. So you've got that harshness. You've got that hard. So you have ka, se, si, ko, ku. So that should be on your phonics page. All right. I have it written on my page, but I wasn't going to do all the work and send it to you. You got to do some work too. All right. Then you go down to your G on your phonics page, and you have G-A, it becomes G-A-H, ga.
Ga.
Then G-E is he.
Okay.
G-I is he. G-O is go. G-U is goo. So I'm going to go back to the G-E. We have officers in the service that are generals in English, right? In Spanish, it's general. Repita, por favor. General.
General.
General. And then you have the GI, it's gigante, not gigantes or whatever, but it's gigante. So what I want to ask all of you is, when you hear sometimes, I'm speaking and I might say general or gigantic or giant or something, you all need to stay on your toes and correct me whenever because I make mistakes. So if you can catch it, or I might mispronounce something, when you catch it, I'm counting on you guys to pull me back in, all right? And sometimes I might say something in French. The mind is a terrible thing to mess with, because if you took the different languages, no matter how many years ago, sometimes it comes back, all right? So let's see now what I have here. All right. All right, I hit my screen share. Are you seeing my screen?
No.
No.
Not yet.
Not
No.
yet.
No.
Not
That's
yet.
Larry's iPhone.
Let me know if you see it because I'm having, I have a challenge with my screen share. All right. If you have the page that I have the vowels on, that's what I've just pulled up. Where it says CA, we have ka as in casa. We
Right.
have co as in color. Cu as in cuatro. And the cuatro is different because if you have the page, you can pull the page up even though you're not sharing with me. All right? Just follow along the page with me. So you see here where you have the C's, the letter C. And then as we move down, we see CE, which is se. All right? You see celeste, which means light blue. You see C, cielo.
Yellow.
Cielo. That means heaven or sky. All right? And then we're going to move down the page to the GA. We're doing the G's now. So GA becomes gato, gato, el gato, the cat. All right? We have GO, which is go, goma, goma, which is gum, glue, or rubber. It sounds like gum in English. All you say is goma. And then we have the GO is goo, and it becomes guapo. So guapo and cuatro, you see that you have two vowels together, so they have a different sound. So it's guapo, guapo, for good looking. And then we see here with the GI, is he, is gigante, gigante, which means giant. And we have gente, which means people. All right? So if you study your vowels and the sound of your vowels and put them together with your consonants, you should not have a challenge dealing with how to pronounce words. I will be sending you some greetings and phrases this week. And please don't text me on Thursday and tell me you haven't gotten it yet. Give me 24 hours to get it together. I wanted to send out the attachments this Thursday, and my internet was down, so I couldn't send it Thursday. I sent it Friday, and some people, I forgot to put the attachments on there, so I didn't get a chance to send it till yesterday. So give me 24 hours to get myself together and to send the attachments to you, all right? And as long as I have your email address, I can send the attachments. I'm gonna have one or two people that I did not get their email addresses. So if you would email me to, let's see, if you will email me to my email address. And does anybody have the email address?
The email address is,
Go ahead.
the email address is SM, Ola, HOLA, Niner at gmail.com. I say again, the email is SMHOLA, A9 at gmail.com.
All right, I'm back. Now, what I emailed to you the other day, I emailed you some numbers. And the numbers start with 10. So let's go over the numbers that we did last week. That's on page 11 that I emailed you the numbers from 0 to 29. Did we have any challenges with that? Were you able to understand the instructions at the top that told us that in Spanish, where you have the numbers, that combinations that we look at 1 through 10, we have 0. Repita, por favor. 0.
0.
1.
1,
2.
2,
3.
3,
4.
4,
4,
5.
5,
6.
6.
7.
Siete.
Siete.
Ocho,
Ocho.
Ocho,
nueve,
Nueve.
10.
Diez.
So you have from 1 to 10. And if you remember what I told you, as long as 0 to 10, as long as you know your numbers from 1 to 10, those are very important numbers for you to internalize, to memorize, or whatever. Those numbers are important because if you can count from 1 to 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1 to 9, then you can count 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. You can count like that, all right? So is there anything I need to, in the explanations at the top of the page, is there anything that I need to go over with you?
I have a question about SACE.
All right.
In 16, DAC SACE has an accent, but regular 6 doesn't have an accent. Is that correct?
What
Over
happens?
the E.
Yeah, what happens, that's a good question. It took a long time for me to realize what was going on. But you have a compound word with 16. So all that accent tells you is where to put the emphasis.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
And
Thank
if you
you.
look at 20, 22, 23, 20, you know, like this is a compound word. So when you have a word that's compounded, they have to let you know where to put the emphasis. Whereas with DS, you know how to pronounce DS. So what that tells you is that you have DSE So that's where the stress is, or the accent.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you. That's a great explanation.
All right. And also we look at 16, 17, 18, 19. It's 10 and 6, 10 and 7, 10 and 8, 10 and 9. That's what that E in the middle means. I or a Y in Spanish means and. All right. So whenever you see that, you know it's a and. E. They're both pronounced the same way as E, because we know that even when we do different languages, even with English, we said the vowels are A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. All right?
See.
All right. So then when you get to 20, 20 is a compound word. So you might see it in some, if you're studying Spanish, you might see it where it says 20 y uno with a, 3 different words. It's not compounded anymore, but it's the same. All right. So I hope that everyone has done the exercise, and don't just look at the page one time. You need to look at the page more than once to more or less get an understanding. And I'm really proud that my people are mi gente, my people understand. All right.
Okay.
Put that in your vocabulary and smoke it. All right, let's turn to the handout the attachment I mailed, which is page 12.
I didn't get it.
Now, if I had your email address, I hope I didn't mess up. I turned that light on. I need the light to see. All right, page 12. I emailed that the other day. All right. Are we there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right, it says, starting with 31, numbers with names that combine 2 smaller numbers are joined with a E or a Y and written as separate words. They are separate. So 53 becomes 53. Repita, por favor. 53.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
In numbers of 3 or more digits, you keep the Y between the tens. So you remember, I went back, I said this last week too. I go back to the 3rd grade where I had my ones column, my tens column, my hundreds, my thousands, et cetera, et cetera. So you always keep the and in between your ones and your tens column. All right? So when you're writing a number that has, another number attached to it, after 31, everything after 31 all the way up to 99 has that E in the middle. So it gives you an example here. It says 237. 200, 200, 37. So that's 237 is 237. All right. Then when you have a number where there's a 0 in your tens column, you don't even, you just say 408, you say 400, that's 400s, 408.
Okay.
When that 0 is not, when you have a 0 there, you just, bring it in. There's nothing in the tens column. Then it goes on to explain, there's a lot of explanation in here, so we just need to get our sentences together. It says, for your numbers, now there are always exceptions to a rule. For your numbers from 101 to 199, that is 100, all right? 100, when you learn how to count in Spanish, 100 is counted as cien.
Yeah.
Cien. Repita, por favor. Cien.
Bien.
All right.
Yeah.
Ten.
But when you get to 101, it becomes ciento. Repita, por favor. Ciento.
Oh,
All right. So it says for numbers from 101 to 199, you use ciento instead of cien, which cien, the only time you use cien is for 100. And then for you would say for 111 it would be 111. Repita, por favor. 111.
111.
Gracias. When writing numbers that are multiples of 100, you join the name of the number of hundreds you have with the plural cientos. So 200 would be 200, 300, 400, 500. That's how you would join the names with cientos. You have 200, 300, 400, 500. And then, there are always exceptions to the rule. That's the only time I use the word always, that we have exceptions to the rule. Your exceptions are right here. Now, you remember I had you guys get these little cards. I said in case you needed to use their index cards for cheat sheets or something like that, or for flashcards. I would copy this out here. It says, for example, 300 is 300, 400 is 400, 800 is 800, but then you have the ones that are different. I would put that on a flashcard. I would put the different. 500 is 500. Repita, por favor. 500. 500. All right. 700 is 700.
700.
And 900 is 900. 900. Now, when you're looking at the word right here, to help you pronounce things, usually in Spanish, if not all the time in Spanish, when you break a word into syllables to pronounce them, you're going to have a vowel in there. So this 900 would be 900. 900. 700 would be 700. Do you see the breakdown?
Yes, it is.
So that'll help you. I mean, you can go in now and look at something in Spanish, and if you break it down into syllables, you can pronounce the word. You may sound like a gringo when you pronounce it, but you'll be able to pronounce the word. All right. Give me 1 second here. Let me see how many people I have in the class. All right.
19.
20. All right.
Okay.
So now we have the exercises here where you're learning how to count by tens. All right.
20.
10.
Yes.
10 is 10.
10. 20.
20.
20.
Repita, por favor. 10.
Yes.
20.
Veinte.
Veinte.
Treinta.
Treinta.
Cuarenta.
Cuarenta.
40.
Cincuenta.
Cincuenta.
Setenta.
Setenta.
Excuse me. Sesenta.
Sesenta.
Let's look at that. We have sesenta. That's how we break it down. All right. Then the next word is setenta. I used to get that. I had to really study that and master the difference between 60 and 70. And I'm not putting that on anyone else. Y'all probably much smarter than I am, but I really had to practice that. So it's sesenta is 60 and setenta is 70.
Yes.
80 is ochenta. Ochenta.
80.
90 is noventa.
Noventa.
100 is cien.
Cien.
All right. So we know that 100 is always cien. All right. 200, you're going to use dos. Dos cientos. Tres cientos.
Trescientos.
Okay. Cuatro cientos.
Cuatrocientos.
Excuse me, it's cuarto. Cuarto cientos. It's cuatro. It's cuatro. It's cuatro. Because when you break it down, you see the cuatro. All right.
Cuatro.
And then you have one of your first things right here that you have the little difference right here. You have 500 quinientos. And I would advise everyone to break that down into syllables so you learn how to pronounce it, all right? Quinientos.
Quinientos.
Okay. Seiscientos.
Seiscientos.
Setecientos.
Setecientos.
Ochocientos.
Ochocientos.
Nuevecientos.
Novecientos.
And we have mil, which means 1,000. Mil.
Mil.
And million. Million. That's million. All right.
Could you repeat it one more time?
From the beginning,
No, just million.
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 Million. The Y, the double L is a Y, so it's million. All right? Million. All
Sonia,
right.
I had a question. Are you saying T as T or are you saying the? Cienta or ciento?
Cienta, and ciento.
It's
Cienta.
like so
Okay.
T is like a the.
Yeah, you can pronounce it like that. As I said with Spanish, it depends on what region you're from. And I'm encouraging you to go on the www.studyspanish.com because that has the pronunciations for your alphabet, pronunciations for your numbers. It has a story that tells you about how to develop your numbers and things like that. And I had that on a screen share to share with you, but I'm still mastering screen share to take you into that website. I will master it enough to take you into that website next week, all right? So
Okay.
we can see the pronunciation. And the beautiful thing about studyspanish.com, when you go in there to do the vowels, it'll have how a person from Spain would pronounce the vowel, how a person from Peru would pronounce a vowel, the proper way to pronounce it, and the gringo way to pronounce it. So you have the different ways that these words are pronounced, all right? So what I want you to do for next week is, and you know, my email address is right there. If you have any questions, email me and we can exchange phone numbers. This is an open forum. I'm not gonna call for phone numbers. You know, you send me a phone number on the email, it's private. So what I want you to do, I want you to go ahead And I want you to do as many of these things on the bottom to write the numbers in Spanish. Escriba los números en español. All right? So write them out. And also, let me correct myself. I don't want us to get cut off like we did 2 weeks ago. But let me correct myself. Write in pencil, because you can always erase the pencil. But when you write in ink, you got to scratch it, whatever. So we do our work in pencil. Our homework, we do work in the workbook in pencil. Is that all right?
See.
See, I always have in the classroom, I have a box of pencils on the table. And I make sure that they put the pencils back so we have it for the next class. But other than that, someone is just coming in. Welcome, welcome. You just joined the class. We're getting ready to go out of the class. I hope I didn't keep you waiting a long time. But if you will send me a message with your phone number, we can talk about what we did today. Thank you so much. So I want you to go ahead and do this page, as many as you can, and we will go over it in class next week. I will be faxing you 2 pages. I'll be emailing you 2 pages this week with some phrases on there. We should have internalized or learned the numbers by now, where we can start doing things. I want you guys to learn your phone numbers in Spanish, not just your own personal phone number. Mi número de teléfono es 404-123-4567. I made that up because that's not my phone number. Since it's an open forum, we don't, you know how they do in the movies, they tell you that the number is 555. So learn your phone number in Spanish. Also go through your, nowadays I know that we have all the phone numbers in our phones. Go through your phone and recite, learn those numbers in Spanish. Businesses, learn the numbers in Spanish, all right? Your social security number. Don't bring them on this call, open forum. Learn your social security number in Spanish, all right? And when you go to the grocery store, if we go to the grocery store, they've got books like Yellow Pages. Pick up one of those and just go through there and learn the numbers, all right? So do we have any questions? I'm gonna repeat what I did at the beginning of the class. This class is being recorded, and the recordings are being uploaded onto the YouTube channel for Senior Services. If you do not want your image to be available out to the world, you can join my class, but just join without video, all right? Don't join without audio, join without video, so you can hear me when I'm giving the instructions, all right? Does everyone understand that? And I trust everyone's on the one call now, because Andre did do a call yesterday and he did another call today about food being available. So does everyone have the one call now?
Yeah.
All right. All right. So I got a message saying that we had 10 minutes. So I didn't want us to be abruptly cut off, but we have someone that joined us at the end of the class. So she will just send me an email with her phone number on that. I can call her and let her know what we've been studying today. So how's everything going with everyone with the class?
Bueno.
Good. Bien.
Bien, bien. All right.
Bien.
Yeah.
All right, señor. ¿Cómo está?
Muy bien, gracias.
Bien, bien. And just, even if any of you on the call on this virtual class know each other, call each other up and say, hola, dígame, dígame, say aló, whatever you got to do. So, because we're not practicing our Spanish. And for those people that have had me before in class, if you have Duolingo, you need to go on and do your Duolingo, all right, to keep up with it. The downloads that I have mentioned to you about doing Spanish for beginners, that's an excellent. Do we have any questions?
No.
All right. Well, I guess what I'll probably do right now is I'm probably close to that 10-minute warning that I got earlier. So it's 11:05. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
ahead and end the class and look for the next 24 to 48 hours. Look for me to send you a couple of pages, and then we'll, we've gone through the alphabet. We've done our numbers. Now we need to get into saying hello to each other. See you later. Things like that. All right.
Hasta later.
All right. And also, if you have the book, that'll be a great help to me because I think we really need to get that book. As I said before, shop around. You should be able to get some used books at a lower price. All right?
See.
Well, then we'll say adios. Adios.
Adiós.
Adiós.
Adios.
Sí, gracias. Muchas
Muy
gracias.
bien, muy bien. Gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Bien.